The Devil's Christmas Eve. In a small, snow-dusted village surrounded by dark pine forests, Mary walked briskly through the frosted streets. The air was sharp and biting, but her resolve was stronger than the winter's chill. She was with child, a child foretold by whispers on the wind, a child whose birth would bring a light to a world steeped in shadow. Above her, stars gleamed brighter than ever before, casting an otherworldly glow in green, red, and white, celestial announcement of the miraculous event. But not everyone celebrated this coming miracle. In the depths of the frozen woods, a sinister figure stirred. His name was Kravach, a devilish entity with horns like gnarled branches and eyes like glowing embers. He had been watching Mary for months, furious at the prophecies surrounding her child. This baby, they said, would bring hope to humanity, shattering the darkness Kravach thrived upon. As Christmas Eve descended upon the village, Kravach emerged from the shadows, his presence marked by a biting wind that extinguished lanterns and made the air taste of ash. The encounter. Mary, guided by an inexplicable force, made her way to the old church on the hill. Her heart raced as the stars above aligned, casting pillars of green, red, and white light down upon her. But as she neared the church, the air grew colder, and the ground beneath her seemed to tremble. Kravach appeared before her, towering and terrible, his cloak of shadows billowing like smoke. His voice was a guttural growl. "You dare carry the light into my world?" he hissed. "I will not allow it." Mary clutched her swollen belly, her fear palpable but her courage unyielding. "You cannot stop what is destined," she said, her voice steady. "This child is a gift of hope, not your darkness." Kravach sneered, extending a clawed hand. "Hope? Hope is a fragile thing, easily snuffed out. Hand over the child, and I will spare your life." But Mary did not falter. She reached for the locket around her neck, a gift from a mysterious stranger who had visited her months before. The locket glowed faintly with the same green, red, and white light as the stars above. The battle. Kravach lunged at Mary, his claws raking through the air. But as he neared her, the locket burst into a blinding light, driving him back with an unearthly screech. Furious, he summoned the shadows around him, transforming the quiet village into a nightmarish landscape. The trees twisted into grotesque shapes, their branches reaching like skeletal fingers. The ground cracked and oozed black tar, and the air filled with the wails of lost souls. Yet Mary stood firm. From the heavens, the light of the stars descended, wrapping around her like a shield. She whispered a prayer, and the church bells began to ring, their sound pure and melodic, cutting through Kravach's darkness. The devilish figure screamed in agony, his form flickering like a dying flame. "This isn't over," he roared. "I will return." With one final, desperate attempt, Kravach launched himself at Mary, but the light engulfed him, banishing him to the void from which he came. The birth. As the first rays of dawn broke over the horizon, Mary entered the church. There, under the glow of the stars that had guided her, she gave birth to her child. The green, red, and white light filled the church, spilling out into the village and the forest beyond. The twisted trees returned to their natural forms, the tarred ground was cleansed, and a profound peace settled over the land. The villagers, awakened by the celestial display, gathered outside the church. They fell to their knees in awe as Mary stepped out, cradling her newborn son. The child's eyes sparkled like the stars above, and his cry was like a melody that brought warmth to even the coldest hearts. Epilogue. Though Kravach had been defeated, whispers in the wind warned that his darkness was not gone forever. But for now, the world rejoiced. The child, a symbol of hope, had been born, and no darkness could dim the light he brought. And so, Christmas morning arrived, not just with gifts and laughter, but with a renewed promise that even in the darkest nights, the light of hope would always prevail.